Welcome to Learning Lounge Radio, where curiosity meets comfort. Today we explore a paradox that hides in plain sight, the paradox of being too nice. Kindness is one of humanity's greatest virtues. We admire it, we encourage it, we long for more of it in the world. But beneath its soft exterior lies a surprising truth that too much niceness can actually harm us, and even harm the people we're trying to help. Why would something so universally praised carry hidden dangers? That's the paradox. Think about it. When we are children, we are taught to share, to be polite, to think of others first. These lessons shape us into caring individuals. But for some, the desire to be kind grows into a compulsion. It becomes less about genuine care and more about avoiding conflict, pleasing others, or seeking approval. This is the people-pleasing trap. Saying yes when we mean no. Agreeing to tasks we don't want. Smiling when inside we feel frustrated. It feels harmless in the moment, but over time, it erodes us. Here's the first paradox. The more you try to be liked by everyone, the less people respect you. Why? Because respect isn't built on endless agreement. It's built on authenticity, honesty, and boundaries. If we bend too easily, others subconsciously sense it. Instead of admiration, they feel they can walk over us. The second paradox. By trying to protect relationships through constant niceness, we often damage them instead. When you hide your real feelings, you avoid short-term conflict. But suppressed emotions don't disappear. They collect like water behind a dam. Eventually, resentment seeps out in irritation, passive aggression, or sudden outbursts. The very relationships we wanted to preserve start to fracture. The third paradox. By giving too much to others, we risk losing ourselves. When we define our worth through what we give, we forget what we need. A person who always adapts to others' desires eventually forgets their own. Dreams are set aside, passions fade. Identity dissolves into the expectations of everyone else. And here's the irony. When we lose ourselves, we have less to truly give. Real kindness comes from a full heart, not an empty one. So does this mean we should stop being kind? Of course not. The world desperately needs kindness. But kindness without boundaries is not kindness, it's self-erasure. Healthy kindness says, I care about you, but I also care about me. I want to help, but not at the cost of my own well-being. I value harmony, but I will speak the truth even if it causes discomfort. This balance transforms niceness into something deeper, compassion with strength. Psychologists have a phrase for this balance, assertive kindness. It's the ability to be warm without being weak, to say no without hostility, to help others without abandoning yourself. Consider the oxygen mask rule on airplanes. You are told to secure your own mask first before helping others. Why? Because if you run out of air, you can't save anyone else. Life works the same way. Without boundaries, your kindness eventually suffocates you. Think for a moment. Have you ever said yes when you wanted to say no? Have you ever kept silent to avoid conflict, only to regret it later? Have you ever felt drained because you gave too much and received little in return? If so, you've lived this paradox. The solution lies not in abandoning kindness, but in redefining it. Kindness is not about being agreeable at all costs. It is about acting with care, honesty, and balance. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is tell someone a truth they don't want to hear. Sometimes the kindest act is protecting your own energy so you can show up fully tomorrow. The philosopher Aristotle spoke of the golden mean, the balance between extremes. Courage, for example, lies between cowardice and recklessness. In the same way, healthy kindness lies between selfishness and self-sacrifice. Too little kindness makes us cold. Too much kindness makes us invisible. The right balance makes us whole. Imagine a world where everyone practiced this balanced kindness, where people were generous but also truthful, where we could rely on each other's support without fearing hidden resentment. That is not weakness, that is strength. So the next time you feel pressured to say yes, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this out of genuine care or out of fear of being disliked? If it's fear, let the answer be no, and let that no be an act of kindness to yourself. The paradox of being too nice is simple. When kindness comes from strength, it lifts everyone. When kindness comes from weakness, it eventually harms us all. This has been Learning Lounge Radio. Thank you for joining me in exploring this paradox. Until next time, remember, kindness is powerful, but only when you include yourself in its embrace.